following is the startup procedure for a Ka-50 helicopter. Let's close the door before we start. The first stage is to engage the electric power system. Set the batteries 1 and 2 online. Set the DC-AC inverter to manual. Performing the warning lights test and carry out a cockpit scan. Testing the gauges and panels illumination. Turning on the fire extinguisher system. Turning on the ecran warning system. Ecran is online now, showing that the electric systems are only working on batteries. Moving my head to the right, I turn on the Almus voice warning system. Engaging the ejection system. The second stage is to engage the fuel system. Turning on the left and right fuel pumps. Set the fuel meter on. Open the left and right fuel shut-off valves. Open the fuel bypass valve. Turn on the left and right engine controllers. Now turning on the lights. Turn on the navigation lights. Turn on tip lights. And turn on strobe light. The third stage is to start the engines. Start the elapsed timer on the clock. Push the start button. Engine RPM going up. And now the rotor's RPM is going up. Engines are now online. Stop the elapsed timer on the clock. The engine start time is OK. Set online the left and right generators. Turn on the main hydraulics pump. Testing the flight controls, cyclic, rudders and collective. Turn on the pitot sensors. The fourth stage is to bring navigation systems online, turning on the navigation system master switch. Turn on K-041 avionics system. And now turn on the radio systems group. Now testing and tuning the main gauges. Performing radar altimeter test. Set the safe altitude on the radar altimeter, setting to 50 meters. Performing horizontal situational indicator test. Performing attitude director indicator test. Adjusting ADI pitch trim settings. Now enabling the flight plan in the main navigation system. Switching on OPA master mode on the navigation panel. Selecting the first waypoint in the flight plan. Checking self-position coordinates. Selecting the current waypoint steering time hack info. Now enabling the flight plan in the Abris additional navigation system. Turning on the Abris. Going to the options menu. Choose scale mode and set it to manual. Going to navigation mode. Set the next waypoint manually. Going to the map control menu and adjusting the scale. Adjusting the Abris display brightness. Adjusting the HUD indication brightness. Checking the standby reticule and the night HUD indication. Now adjusting the navigation mode. Turning on the route navigation submode. Checking the current steering mode. Switching to course steering navigation mode. The steering mode is now correct. Checking the hard steering indication. Now set autopilot and director controllers online. The fifth stage is to engage the weapons control system. Turning on the weapons control system master switch. Turning on the laser rangefinder. Setting burst length to long. Set the cannon round selector to armor piercing. Changing the cannon fire rate to low. Now performing some tests for the TV targeting system. Adjusting the TV sight brightness and contrast. Testing the helmet mounted sight. Yes, that's where I'm looking. Resetting the targeting system. Turn master arm to on. Turning on the UV-26 passive countermeasures system. Initializing the UV-26 built-in test. The UV-26 built-in test is complete. Disengaging the UV-26 test mode. Programming the UV-26 flares dispenser. We have now reached the sixth and final stage. Resetting the min-max achieved normal acceleration. Now moving the viewpoint to the left to turn on the landing light. We are now ready for takeoff. Resetting the elapsed timer on the clock. Starting the flight elapsed timer on the clock. Now commencing to take off. You will notice that the yellow warning light on the left-hand side of the cockpit will now go out as the RPM increases.